Hey everybody! I'm Sam.
I'm Adam.
And I'm Will, and we are
Working Title! When I started that, I was gonna do it like we were punching it.
Guys, we are back for Loki, Disney Plus series.
Woo!
Episode 3, do we have the name?
Lamentis.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Sounds like a supervillain's name.
Lamentations.
Mantis.
I was thinking of that.
In the Bible.
The mantis that has limitations.
Leviticus.
Leviathan.
Jormungandr.
Guys, last on, Loki was working with Owen Wilson,
Mobius.
trying to learn where the origin of the world is, and he's not getting any answers for anything he wants. That's like the worst way to start this, because there's so many things to talk about.
Loki discovered there's nothing can happen when there's an apocalypse or natural or disaster is going to happen, so you can do whatever you want in that 10 seconds or something. He was correct. The
Female
big
Loki.
reveal. Female Loki is the big baddie villain, and
And he went with her.
Yeah, Loki followed.
Yeah, he
Says,
followed her.
see ya.
But also, he said his plan is to take over the TVA.
So we're gonna figure out
And
where
the
they
evil
went.
Loki was like, "Fuck that! I got bigger plans.
Time to cause
Fuck up the
chaos.
timeline."
Guys, if you like Loki, make sure you leave a like on this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Leave your comments down below about what you thought of episode 3 for Loki, and where do you think the show is going to be going from here on out. I guess this is the halfway mark, isn't it?
Yes, no cap.
And check out our Patreon. If you like some of our non-live shows, you can get that a week in advance, alright?
This is not a market substitute. If y'all have not watched Loki, go on Disney Plus. Check it out first, then come back to YouTube, watch our reaction, baby. We're gonna punch it.
We're single.
Come here, I'm a man, bitch.
Is this the greatest power in the universe?
I'm recording, don't call by. I mean, are you surprised that Loki joined the other Loki?
No.
Oh, W, let's go.
Oh, we haven't seen Thor yet.
Do you
Is he supposed to be in
I
it?
think he'll be in them. One moment, at least.
We could do potato skins.
Flashback?
Or fingers.
Or we could eat somewhere else.
Why? Okay, ask.
How many people are guarding the timekeepers?
Oh, because she revealed the truth to female Loki. Remember? That's what she was crying about that last episode.
Oh!
When they found her. Whoa. How long were they?
You know you can tell me anything, right?
She just changed the location.
Was it the location or the time?
Pretty sure the location.
She just did it all in her mind.
Oh.
How do I find the elevators?
The elevators.
I was gonna say that main elevator?
I don't know.
Didn't we bring this up? How does the director, the female director that is like seems like be close buds with Mobius? How does she not know where the time wizards are?
I don't think it's that they don't know. It's
They're just
that-
keeping it a secret.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the girl at the end of last episode, she gave it up to female Loki, telling him where they were. Wait, are we already at the TVA?
Yep, she just went straight there.
Where's Loki at?
He didn't follow immediately.
What do we call her? That's what I want to know.
Floki.
Float.
Got
Damn
you,
it,
dog.
Adam.
I got you. Good.
Oh, right, because her powers don't work.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that. Let's go.
Hello, Risky.
Dang.
Oh.
Woo! Let's go.
Oh.
She's
Rip.
sick. She's so cool.
Mic drop. Oh, I did follow her.
Right in time.
You think she planned this?
Yeah, that makes sense. She blew up all the other timelines to make all the people run out of the TVA, like all the guards and stuff.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Make as minimal people as possible. Ooh.
Yeah, that makes sense though, because I was gonna say.
Oh! Sorry.
You're good. I was gonna say coming in here is such a risk when you don't have your powers.
Yeah.
So that
She didn't realize that at first though, because she tried to use them.
But now I see you lack vision.
Hey! Come any closer. her and I'll kill her.
You think she cares?
Go for it.
Yeah, seriously. Oh boy.
Oh,
Where are we?
some random fucking place.
What is this? Black sand.
Iceland.
Mars.
It really is Floki.
Goodbye, variant.
No, batteries, really?
Oh, you're stuck.
Working.
Oh.
Powers.
I was gonna say, start using them, boy.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Meteor?
Where did you send us?
Yeah. It's a
Volcano?
quarry.
Okay, I remember this from the trailer, but what the heck is it?
Lamentis.
Oh, episode 8. It's like a planet.
What
or
the
something.
fuck?
Yeah.
2077. Where are they?
So is Lamentis a planet?
I guess so.
Lamentis 1.
Let us know in the comments, guys. Marvel planet.
This is Lamentis 1. I don't know what I mean.
I don't know what that means.
That moon is going to crash into this, did
Yeah.
she say?
Uh-huh.
So we're team now.
Oh god, no.
We need to help.
So this is the one of the apocalypse. This is the apocalypse of Lamentis, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
What is happening?
What's he doing?
What are you doing?
What are you
Trying
doing?
to enchant me.
Enchantress. Okay, I
It
knew
won't
it.
work.
I knew it.
Why? Because you're a magician.
No, because my mind is too strong.
Fine.
Are we really about to do this here again? If we can't get that 10-pad turned back
Where do you have it hidden?
in my heart.
Well, then I'll cut it out.
Very dry. If you keep trying to kill me every 30
Well,
seconds.
you're full of it because you need me to get that thing recharged. That's the only reason you saved me out there.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, sure.
Tro.
Just-
Yeah.
I'm going straight back to the TVA to finish what I started.
Good.
And that is.
I'll kill you then.
Or I'll kill you. Where are you going?
No, it's a pretty even fight so
This
far.
power.
Whoa. I like the color scheme.
Yeah, me too.
Same.
I thought it was gonna be like the Power Stone or something, just because of the palette.
Don't call me variant.
I'm sorry, but I'm not calling some faded photocopy of me Loki.
Good, because that's not who I am anymore. I'm Sylvie now.
Sylvie,
Why
okay.
you change your name?
Interesting.
Do you think we're gonna meet all those Lokis we saw in the Vision?
I don't know. Maybe that'd be cool for like a finale.
It was in vain.
Final battle.
That's what I hope.
12 hours. The 10 pad requires a massive power source, not a night-night.
Dick?
It's like, why are they gonna waste time trying to like, oh, who's gonna give it up first? Like,
Damn, did you see that? That was a giant piece of the moon right there.
Because when I looked at that, I thought I saw Slave One from Star Wars, and I had to do a triple take.
This makes me think of Rick and Morty.
Yeah, that Doctor Who, Star Trek.
Diplomacy.
nice.
Nick Nolte.
Thunder Gun.
It's remarkable that you've ever made it as far as you did.
God damn, looks just like
Patrice?
Aww.
That's so mean.
It's been a long time.
The heck, Loki.
You're as beautiful as
I was gonna say, Loki's gonna get bounced away.
We just want to ask you a question. Where is everyone?
the Ark.
The Ark? Oh, wow, that's cool.
The evacuation vessel.
Something like that would have enough juice to repower the 10 pad.
How did we get there?
Did they stop the Ark from getting off the planet?
Probably. Kill all those people.
Let's go.
So she just gave up. She was like, I'm chilling. I'm gonna ride the storm out, you know?
I guess.
You devils. Whoa.
Cobra Kai. Or, no, fuck.
Cobra Kai. Karate Kid Netflix.
No! Commander Cobra. Fuck me.
Have him lead us through the crowd. And if anyone gives us any trouble,
I just love how humans are everywhere.
Oh yeah,
It's
no
like
matter what.
every planet we go to in the MCU is like almost always human occupied.
We're doing this one my way.
Except for that one that.
Oh, look.
like someone with a shit plan.
It's a great plan.
This is really messed up.
Yeah.
I feel bad because all these people were gonna die no matter what.
Yeah.
Someone taught you fairly decent magic.
My mother.
What was she like?
She was
It's kind of sad.
a queen of Asgard.
Are you sure she was your mother?
No, she's not. I was adopted. Is that a bit of a spoiler for you? Sorry about that.
Little spoiler for you.
What?
They told him what?
I mean,
They told that one
eventually.
That she
that they was adopted.
Hang on a second. So, tell me about your mother.
I barely remember her.
She might be so far removed because remember she said this is a planned years in the
When I was
making.
young, she'd do these. So, on the subject of love, is there a lucky bow waiting for you at the end of this crusade?
How about you? You're a prince. Must have been would-be princesses. Or perhaps another prince.
A bit of both. I suspect the same as you, but nothing ever.
I knew Loki was bi.
I felt like all the would-be princesses or princes would go to Thor instead of him. That's what I thought he was gonna say.
Thor just
Love
likes food
is-
Yeah, true. And liquor. I mean beer.
And destroying
and
things.
Padme.
And ale.
Enter the timekeepers. Never mind.
Whoa.
Damn.
Makes me think of Mary and Pippin.
Yeah, kind of. Skål!
Rip Vikings, man.
I feel like Ube and the crew are about to walk in. Imagine if we were watching Vikings and Ivar just saw him show up one day, just
Yeah.
singing to him. Do that more often.
That was awesome.
Take a shot.
Like Thor.
It isn't real. Love is an imaginary dagger.
Yeah, good.
Makes sense, does it?
No. Terrible metaphor.
I had something there. Necessary. There is a simple explanation. Hey.
Whoa!
Damn!
Whoa! Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh!
Throw. He's drunk and misses. Yep.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, she can grab it.
Oh, will you stop it?
Whoa! Nice. Oh god!
Oh! Telepath.
You think by the end of this they have like a weird brother-sister relationship or a weird lover relationship?
I was gonna say the love, because isn't he, what's that term for you love yourself so much? Narcissist?
I guess, yeah. I feel like they become like siblings that just terrorize the universe together.
Yeah.
So what, we hijack the Ark and make sure it gets off this moon?
Yep. That's the plan.
I mean, sounds like a good idea to me.
They save the people of the moon!
Okay.
Lamentis.
What's Adam's
One.
What's Adam's favorite thing? Anti-heroes.
No cap. Didn't know where he was going there.
like
With the girl at the beginning.
Yeah.
And you call me a magician.
So she had
I'm a
memories
soldier
of
from
like.
the TVA. Her mind was messed up, everything clouded. Had to pull a memory from hundreds of years prior.
Huh.
Before she could fought for them.
Wow.
What? What did you say? Before she joined the TVA?
Yeah, she was just a regular person on Earth.
A regular person?
What?
Loved margaritas.
I was told that everyone who works at the TVA was created by the Timekeepers.
That's
Lies.
ridiculous. They're all variants, just like us.
What?
They don't know that.
They don't know
This
that.
is some
Timekeepers are some slave workers, man.
Yeah. Shady shit. Damn, look at that spaceship.
That looks
That's like
so
Mass Effect.
cool. Yeah.
I don't even know that game, but I would imagine that what it looks like.
Accurate. That was
That
accurate.
symbol right there, that looks familiar.
What the fuck? What? 13, Will. Oh.
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Why? Oh, why?
Run.
Run.
Look at everybody. You
Yeah.
see them are all frozen?
Yeah.
I mean, what would you do?
Oh!
Same exact thing. I just love that.
I was gonna say, I swear I saw
Damn.
Loki in that.
Yeah, his eyes were wide open.
This is crazy.
Hookah bar!
Dude, what the? Why are they?
This place is awesome.
Yeah.
Why are they trying to arrest people? Everyone's gonna die. You should focus on other things. Like,
Exactly.
what is
Save
happening?
yourself.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Because I was gonna say, I don't know if you remember when they were getting on the train, they're giving tickets to the rich.
Yeah.
This is like another Rick and Morty world.
This is
This
like
is awesome.
The sets are like a movie.
Yeah.
It's also like Harrison Ford future movie.
I mean, look at this. Most of this
Blade
is
Runner.
like most of this is a one shot. I mean, obviously CGI, but a lot of this is on the set. It's wild.
Oh!
What?
What? You can reverse time?
Since when? Oh snap!
They're not getting on that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, fuck.
I was gonna say, does the arc even make it?
How are they gonna survive this?
Owen Wilson, Mobius. She just stabs him.
Time to party now. We got nothing else to do. She just walked. I love that. She's just out. Bye.
Off the scene.
No, what?
That's it.
Lamentis.
Season 3, episode 1, Lamentis. Thoughts?
This is the first episode that I've actually enjoyed of this entire series.
You haven't enjoyed
No,
any of
I
this?
haven't. It's been so confusing for me, and I am like so used to the Loki that is the good guy that was helping out Thor, and I'm just not used to this Loki that is mischievous and just wants terrible things.
Wow. That's the complete opposite of how I feel.
Yeah, I didn't realize. Wait, he was mischievous in Ragnarok. He did not want to help. He was the whole time he was trying to stab Thor in the back.
Yeah, it was funny because I'd say.
But then Thor
yeah.
would stab him in the back, and you kind of get this vibe of like everybody's so used to the stupid shit that he does, and it's getting old. And then he's kind of like, throughout that film, you kind of see he's like, all right, maybe I should start changing things up, you know?
That's
Yeah,
that's
but
the end of the
that's
third
like the
movie, though. Like I would say Loki's more mischievous in the majority of the films than he is a redemptive hero or anti-hero.
He literally isn't even a redemptive hero until like
till really end.
Till he
Thanos
fights.
breaks his neck.
Yeah,
So-
so like
yeah.
literally that one scene. That's it.
Till he shows up on the bridge or whatever to help, and then his ultimate his ultimate demise with Thanos.
Yeah.
He's a bad guy. I mean, he doesn't like in the beginning he had like really bad intentions, but like really he just kind of like wants to do his own thing.
Yeah,
Mischievous. He's just the god of mischief. That's all.
that's funny. I from how I would have perceived, I thought you would have liked the first 2 episodes.
No.
That's interesting. I loved it. I would actually say I feel the almost complete opposite. I liked the first 2 more than I liked this episode. What?
I just laugh. You two are always on one side of the
Well, no,
spectrum
it's
or
funny.
the other from
Well,
each other.
I was gonna say that there are sorry. There's a lot of things I think are cool about the episode. Overall, I was just like, I feel like we kind of just stretched out stuff in this episode, even though it was only 36 minutes long. But
Yeah.
And then I guess your hot take before we jump into the episode itself.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it. I thought this is really funny. I thought the episode looked really cool, like everything about it, like the aesthetic, the planet, the costumes, the lighting, the CGI, everything was really cool, and I liked like their fights and the action.
Mm-hmm.
I guess some of like the dialogue and conversation I was just kind of like bored with.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Like the whole train scene. I was just, other than like the part where he started singing, I was just kind of like. Like, the only piece of dialogue that I really thought was interesting when she said that they're all variants. Like, when Loki was like, wait, what the... You know what I mean? Like, that was the only part where I was, like, really captivated in the moment.
I enjoyed him reminiscing about his mother.
That was sweet,
nice.
too. That was
nice.
sweet, too.
Yeah.
Two things, then. But the rest of it, for me, was just, like... Just kind of, like, here nor there. Just, like, repeating some of the same stuff that we already, like...
Saw in
movies or knew about. That was the one fear I had about with going back to... This part of Loki. It's just like reliving some of the things we already knew about. Which
that's how I feel too.
So, I don't know. But I enjoyed the episode.
And the total difference between the Lokis, where she was told right off the bat that she was adopted, and he wasn't. I thought that was very interesting.
What?
And she didn't have a mother.
Yeah, I just didn't know if that was like a lie, though. Because they were just lying to each other the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, we can talk about that. You want to start at the beginning of the episode?
Yeah, we can start at the beginning.
The first thing was...
Then getting into the TVA.
Yeah, the TVA.
Well, no, it was the brainwashing of the girl.
Yeah.
Not brainwashing, but mental breakdown of the girl.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that does technically... It bridges into the TVA. The reveal thing about her is that she... All these people
Earth
are variants from Earth or Xandar or Lamentis or whatever planet that exists in this universe that they're trying to... Literally, this entire labyrinth that doesn't exist in anywhere is just ruled by the people that left everywhere.
Yeah.
So that's a. What do you think about that, though? Because with that in mind, who's really running the shtick?
That is why I said the whole, like, from the very beginning, I was like, I almost feel like the timekeepers are just like the fucking Wizard of Oz. Like, there's not actually anyone behind the curtain. Now, clearly there is somebody behind the curtain because somebody had to start this.
Yeah.
Build it, start it, and
there's also a power. Like, a power strong enough to
nullify magic.
all power.
And the stones.
Is it a power, or is it
a
just
place?
like the fact that they're absent outside of? I'm not saying that they never existed. I'm saying that, like, I mean, like, that's the gist that we get. It's in this world. Magic doesn't work. The Infinity Stones don't work because they exist outside of the time zone.
Yeah, it could just be the place.
Yeah,
the place just happens
place.
to not be a powerful place. What if it's like this is the weakest place, and so no power can even like work here? I don't know. But
have we ever seen anything like that in Marvel?
Where it nullifies power?
No. Not that I know of.
Not even that incubator that had Loki in Avengers? He couldn't teleport out of it, right?
Yeah, but that was just like Asgardian magic.
What place?
In Avengers, when Loki was in the incubator prison thing.
Oh, yeah, that was just a seal. Because his magic doesn't teleport him.
Yeah.
He puts a copy down that you didn't see he placed down, and then he just shifts around. But he had to have... It has to be in the vicinity of where he can actually move. So if they trap him in, he can't do that outside of the wall. Or the bulletproof wall, whatever it is. It's weird too, because like the TVA, they don't have much like power at their disposal. They have those sticks, but
they can time travel
and the things that erase the grenades.
But it's like handmade things. As soon as they leave, the first scene I think they got destroyed by female Loki. She burnt them all, whatever, with the torch in the first episode.
Yeah.
So
yeah. So that's the thing that's interesting is like what. Like, who's calling the shots here? Because everyone seems to know where the timekeepers are that are variants, but no one speaks to them, seems like.
Technically, she knows where they are, too, right? Because she
talked
to the girl.
What was Loki's... What did she say her name
was?
Silva.
Yeah. So, Silva...
The enchanter.
Yeah, Silva said that girl knew, like, all of them. And that girl was just a regular officer. Like, she's no different than Mobius or the main, like, judge lady, you know. So
That's what I thought that was at first, at the very beginning of the episode. I thought it was the judge. The judge.
No, it was the girl that got kidnapped.
I know.
Yeah. But they all know where the timekeepers are. But no one speaks to the timekeepers.
Yeah.
It's a bit weird.
Yeah.
I don't really know what to think of that. Because, like, I'm trying to... It's not like there's a robotic thing going on, and when I say that, I don't mean, like, robot, but, like, just mentally. It's not like they're all, like, void of independence, it feels. Like, they all feel, like, very different. Like, the cop, the judge, Owen Wilson's character.
They've just been, like, not gaslighted, but they've just been brainwashed.
Yeah.
To believe that they were created by the timekeepers, not variants of this world.
Yeah, well, I
so
said that because...
They get brought in and get brainwashed.
I said that because, like, the young girl at the dinner table, whatever, she's the one who leaked the info, and a robot, I don't feel, would leak that, because they don't have anything to lose. Like a machine, a working machine of people act like a machine. They don't act out of orders, out of somebody trying to scare them to get an answer. So there's definitely a lie as opposed to a force of, like... what female Loki does, where she like touches somebody and they can't act outside of their own will, or whatever.
Yeah,
or I guess they can't act their own will.
Yeah, but then after that, Silva got to the TVA, started fighting all of them. Loki was there, and to escape, they fell into Lamentis 1.
A door, Lamentis 1. As it was being apocalypsed. If that's a word. Apocalypsed.
I don't think it is, but...
Urban Dictionary.
Apocalypsed.
It's funny now because I had seen the trailer and I had rewatched the trailer, I think like at least 2 other times after we reacted to it, and I thought that the female Loki, who I didn't know about at the time, was Black Widow. If you look at her outfit on the thumbnail, it looks like her from like Infinity War.
Yeah.
And in the trailer, we haven't seen the scene yet, but I'm assuming it's the next episode because it's a figure, it's her, sitting in the middle of that, like, the area they came into. It kind of looked like a quarry. It's back in that quarry where she's just sitting, but her back was turned, so I thought it was like... Because of the purple aura, I thought it was Loki.
Soulstone place.
I thought it was Loki visiting or seeing Scarlett Johansson's Black Widow.
Red Hood.
Because of
not Red Hood.
Give them a chance. Give them a chance to have her show up or something because she's not with the Avengers anymore. But
she has the same hairstyle too.
It's pretty identical.
Yeah.
Well, when I saw the thumbnail,
from a distance.
I saw the thumbnail today, I was like, "Damn it!" So it's not Black Widow. It's just female Loki. Not that I'm like disappointed because female Loki's cool too. But Lamentis, the moon. Lamentis 1. That moon is so cool.
Yes.
I like the color palette too.
Yes.
The moon is like a...
Very much so.
It's a green, but...
With a purple.
It's like faded away or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like moss green. Next was... They were...
Ran to that old woman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who led them to the train that leads to the Ark.
Maybe she saves them next episode. I don't even know. She seems like just that... You ever seen 2012?
Yes.
She seems like... fudge. Who is Tobias Beck from Solo? Who's that actor? Woody Harrelson.
Yes.
Yeah, she's like the type of old... Yeah, he's this old, like... Not old, but this kooky guy who, like, predicted the end of the world.
Of course he is.
So that lady's just like, she predicted this. She don't even care because her man's an asshole and life's not treated her well. She's gonna just live through the storm because she predicted it all along.
Yeah.
She probably has the answers for them to get off this rock.
Yeah.
Then we had the train scene.
Yeah. They snuck onto the train.
Yeah.
They did their little Loki Silva gag.
Yeah, this was the part of the episode I didn't really care for too much. All the stuff on Lamenta, but like just a little bantering. It was cute. But I think I kind of share your sentiment with like the mom scene. Like I don't really feel it. Because, like, we already had that back in Dark World. Like, I already know that he sympathizes. I already know what his thoughts will be on the topic. Yeah. Even if this one hasn't felt them. They're going to be the same as what he, of course, felt then. Him not being in 2012 Avengers fully into Dark World won't change that.
Yeah.
I mean, the difference is he's in a prison, and here he's technically in a time travel prison.
Like, so she said that she's been spending... First she said Silva said Fuck, am I saying that right?
Yes, Silva.
Sorry. I just keep forgetting. She keeps saying that she spent years planning this.
Yeah.
And then she said later on in the end of the episode, she said, I worked my whole life to fight these... Or, you're working for the fascist rulers I've been fighting my whole life.
Yeah.
So, that leads me to believe that when she said earlier that she doesn't remember her mom, I almost feel like that she's probably been doing this for like thousands of years, like trying to fight the TVA.
TVA.
So not that like she didn't have her mother and then her mother died.
She
but
just
that
left.
She just left,
Yeah.
and she hasn't seen her mother in 2,000 years or 1,000 years, even 100 years. So she's like, I don't really remember her. You know what I mean? Like it's been that long. It could be that, or she could have meant that her mom died. But the whole time they're just like trying to kill each other or get the other person to fall asleep or not pay attention or do something. So it's just like I felt like even like I know Loki's side was like genuine, like what he was saying, but the whole time she was being all tongue in cheek, like, oh yeah, I fell in love with a postman in the middle of like the apocalypse. It's just like, come on, like we know you're just like you're joshing us right now, so. Like, that's why I just didn't feel super invested, because I just didn't know. I didn't know whether to take everything she said as truth or fiction.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was truthful, I guess it makes the scene a little more interesting, but, I don't know. The band, the just, like, constant, like, alright, fall asleep now. You want to drink something? It's just like, come on, just get to it for me.
Yeah.
At least.
The idea of Freya just being kind of omnipotent in like her knowledge, it could be a cool idea of like if these two get to like return, like female Loki gets to, or Silva gets to return to her Freya by the end of this. I wonder if it would be like Freya is
Knew it always was going to happen this way.
not even that, but like because she's almost the closest character to all-knowing in the MCU, she can like know that other versions of her exist and they all share similar thoughts. So technically speaking, it's also are Loki's Freya in a manner of speaking, so they can still do a little
It's all their mom.
reconcile, because as Loki didn't get any closure with that. Thor got some closure during Endgame with her.
Yeah.
Well, like we never saw, she kind of visited him, I would assume, in the prison.
Yeah.
But
we don't even get it because
this one didn't get that, because
he
he
just
never
saw
got
the
to
highlight.
prison.
He saw the highlight reel. So that's it.
So that might be cool. I'd be interested if
Yeah.
Freya, if Thor doesn't show up, if Freya shows up. I think that'd be cool.
No Odin?
I
Anthony
guess
Hopkins?
it depends if Anthony Hopkins can stroll on over to the set. I don't know.
Yeah.
I would say, out of all three of them, Freya would be the most likely.
No Hela?
Thor would be the second most likely. Then Anthony Hopkins.
feel like-
There's no way Kate Blanchett's in this.
I feel like him or his mom being in it just makes the most sense. Just
It
because
does.
the connection. Like
Yeah.
he didn't really. Not that he didn't care for Odin, but it's just like. I mean,
We know that story too.
yeah, we saw their makeup at the end, and even though he sent him away, it was just like, go live in a retirement home, you old geezer.
And that's true too, because he also saw his father's demise in the first episode, so that closure is technically there. Where even if he saw his mom die, damn it!
Finally, it wasn't me talking.
Yeah.
About time.
Freya.
Odin,
about
closure.
It's just that he saw Odin, that they were kind of on a somewhat decent term when Odin went out, where Freya...
He said my sons.
Yeah, he didn't have any... I don't know what his last words were to his mother, so there's a stronger chance for that.
And he also is the reason that she ends up dying.
Yes.
So, and he doesn't get to like reconcile with that. So
Exactly. I thought the Norse song was cool, I guess. That was something I thought was... we never really see them ever mention Norse. Like, artistically, I guess, the whole Asgard is Norse in idea. But I feel like it's a pretty far stretch from, like, what I would depict it looks like.
Yeah, they make it more like spacey.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess in reality, in comics, it's also pretty spacey. I mean, I know Norse mythology is pretty out there anyways, too.
Yeah.
But it just feels more like alien in this than like...
Yeah. I think
Almost angelic.
I think I prefer it to be more like how I've seen some images in, like, God of War kind of depictions of
Like
it.
gritty.
Yeah.
Wooden.
But yeah, because it just also goes more hand in hand
Goes with the Viking image.
Yeah, Norway,
Scandinavia.
Scandinavia, just that whole area in general, Iceland. Greenland. So the reason, the song. So I like the song. Sometimes it's like a bit jarring too, because we've never had that kind of bridging connection, even though I kind of enjoyed it in the moment.
Have they even spoke Norse in
No.
any of the movies?
I don't think so, ever.
Nada.
Yeah.
Nada.
Because the beginning, I was even like, did they do it in the beginning of Thor 1? But it's all narrated by Anthony Hopkins at the beginning, so it's just straight English.
Well,
He's from England.
Well, they hired Thor, and he's just a Aussie, so it's already
already a mix of not Norse.
Not a Norse dude.
Hiddleston's British.
Loki.
Also, when Thor's on Earth, he's speaking English. They understand him in the first Thor.
Yeah. Nobody, they don't even speak any other language. Loki might be bi?
Yeah.
I always predicted, I always just assumed that anyway, but that or he just didn't care.
It's just interesting. It was kind of funny just to, bring it up and drop it and not, really go deeper into it.
Yeah.
That's another thing of, that whole conversation, though, is I would have even appreciated more, even if he went into, there's this, stable boy. Me and him were cool when we were in Asgard, and I kind of liked him. But that, there's not it. It's just I might have liked the prince or two. It's just what? That's all there is to it? I mean, do what you want, but whatever, I guess,
Yeah. That's how I feel right now. I feel like this episode just was
surface level-y.
Yeah, nothing to really read into. I mean, it was just nods or hints, but it just felt like fan service-y things just to appease little nods to different people who like Loki. I don't know. You know who? If he does have a stable boy, it should be
white hair, big ol' loner, two very, very scary looking swords.
Toss a coin to your Witcher.
It should be Yaskier.
Yaskier from The Witcher. I can see that. I would love that, actually.
Fuck, Geralt.
Damn it!
After the train, they fell off, got in a fight.
Thing broke.
They broke the PDA tablet, cell phone, smartphone, Samsung Galaxy.
Loki's drunk.
Yeah, Drunk Loki was fun for me. I liked Drunk Loki. I mean, there's not really a whole lot to talk about in that, other than they're gonna survive.
Yeah.
They're gonna make it out. These people are all most likely doomed, and the Ark didn't make it.
No cap.
No.
I mean, I'm not surprised, but I'm surprised they didn't even make it to it.
Yeah.
I was I thought they at least would get on it, and then it would crash.
Yeah. So enough of me being a little critical. Some of the things I did think were really kind of awesome in this episode. What?
I'm just laughing at you. You're good.
Some of the things I did think were pretty awesome in this were just the sets. I was watching this and I'm how much of this is actually here, even as far back as the quarry.
Mm-hmm.
I would assume they did this on a big open land and they just changed the filter to a purple haze, because almost everything. I mean, the outskirts, if you go a couple miles back, are probably filled in.
The background,
the backdrops,
real, yeah.
But everything else was a pretty big and open set. I would assume the ship they got on the train, I guess, is CG, but so much of it looked almost when
it was standing still, it looked awesome.
That's what I mean.
It looked real.
Well, that and even the city too. The city from a distance is obviously CG, but when they got there, it was
when they're in it, it felt like a set,
and it looked like it went stories up too.
What are those sets called where it's one side of the stage is this and they can rotate it and it just continues? Is there a word for that?
Do you mean you mean a stage that actually turns?
Well, no, it's one side of the set is this, then it rotates and there's another one, and then it rotates again and there's another one.
I mean, that's just a rotating theater.
Okay.
That it's not really the set as much as it's the ground underneath moving, and you just have a square an X with 4 sectioned off different locations. My hair is everywhere. What I thought of looking at the set, you ever see those old Batman films? It's the one where
Tim Burton?
Yeah, I don't know if Tim Burton did this one. It's where Robin joins in and he goes and fights all the street kids.
Yeah, I did them all, Tim Burton. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a whole fight sequence where he's fighting gymnastic people.
It's the one with Val Kilmer. Is it The Return of Batman? No, that one's the second one. Doesn't matter. Yeah. But I get what you're talking about. It's on neon lights.
Just the set.
Yeah. He stole the Batmobile, and he was fighting the kids.
Yeah, I haven't seen that movie in forever, but I was looking at this and I was like, the black lights.
Jim Carrey and Tommy Lee Jones.
It's a shame because now I don't really care about this episode. I'm not gonna lie. I really don't. It's just kind of there for me. I just need them to get out of this place and go back to stuff.
I want to see more of Silva and like what she wants.
Yeah, she was awesome this episode.
Yeah, she was cool.
I really like they dived into her character.
I enjoyed her.
Yeah.
And like the difference between the two. But it was also kind of funny how just like every fight they just negated each other because they're the same person. Like as much as they're like, you're the variant. No, you're the variant. Like
don't call me that.
They're just literally they're the same person. So like they're going to like stalemate at every fight they have.
Pretty much.
I don't know if you saw it, but I was wondering if they were going to do a mirror thing, and they did. They both did the same leg sweep and punch. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's funny. But yeah, I would like to have like more of like a what are we doing like. Why do you hate the TVA, or why are you trying to do this? Like, what's the whole purpose here? Like, instead of like, I just want to cause chaos. Although I like that response, but how did you get to this point? You know what I mean? Like, I'm cool if that's you're just like, let's just do chaos. I just want that. But how do we get here?
Yeah,
that's what I'm looking for. More Mobius.
Yeah, I guess when it comes to Silva.
What?
I'm just laughing at myself, sorry.
Phil's giggling at everything. The thing about Sylvia is I wanted to like her, but I think it's her not opening up enough is just like me, like, okay, I feel like I don't have time to just listen to you and not say anything about, like, I think what I was most curious about last episode, knowing we were going to have her in the show, was her backstory. What is different about her compared to our God of Mischief? Like, what was her childhood? What was her parents' situation? What has she done? Like you said, maybe for this 1,000-year stretch. But if it's like, if the only thing she really recalls is just being chased by the TVA, that's like, I want to know like more about her than just being somebody on the run.
Yeah,
that's not character. That's just someone dealing with story.
Yeah,
story element being thrusted onto you. What?
Well, I liked how you worded that.
Well, now I'm also just curious how did she become a variant? Okay, here's another thing. Maybe timekeepers are lying about like how the variants. Maybe that really isn't a sacred timeline. Maybe they just like.
Oh no, I don't think so at all.
Well, I almost feel like it's not a sacred timeline. Like there's one, but it's like they just keep other timelines in check because how does a female Loki get born and grow up to be an adult? Like, why wouldn't they just, as soon as they're born, like, it's a girl, and just go in there and, like, you know what I mean? Like, TVA just, like, stab Odin, stab them, throw the grenade down, get rid of baby Loki. Or baby Silva. You know what I mean?
It makes no sense.
Like, how would the kid live if the timekeepers have always been doing this? Unless she's older than the TVA, and the TVA isn't as old and all-knowing as they say they are. I don't know, man.
Or they're just multiple timelines that are... See, the whole sacred timeline thing, it just doesn't make sense to me anyway, because...
Unless she survived the original timeline wars. Remember how they said that happened back in the day?
Yeah,
but they messed... It was all over the place, though, and then they made one solid one.
Well, that's what I'm saying. What if she survived it and escaped this whole time?
How? Wouldn't they know about that, though?
I don't know!
Wait. So let me get this clear. I think people in the comments were trying to say stuff, but I didn't know if they had spoilers from any Marvel comics that might deal with this. When they say sacred timeline, does that mean, like, the movies we were watching were the sacred timeline?
Yeah, what we've experienced and what is timeline. Reality as we know it is the sacred timeline.
Including Cap going back in time.
Which apparently doesn't make any because it was supposed to happen.
Right. Okay. But when we talked about Cap as the example, I thought other timelines can exist.
No.
It's
one timeline.
He went into a different timeline.
No, because that would be a multiverse issue, and they would have destroyed
there is a multiverse.
No, there's not, apparently. Not
they're lying!
Not yet.
No, they're lying. It's not true.
I was talking about this with a coworker today.
It's not true. It's all a fable. It's all a telltale.
I'm so ready for our comment section to be like, you guys are so dumb. You
I don't care. I don't care what y'all think. I'm saying it's not real. I'm saying it doesn't make sense, and the reason they didn't kill female Loki, Silva, whatever the hell her name is, when she was a child, is because that's what was supposed to happen in her timeline. In her timeline.
Because
and that's
not because of that.
What? Well, hold on. So that was supposed to happen in her universe, her timeline, and then she did something that wasn't supposed to happen in that universe, and that's why they're chasing her. Not because she was born a female in that timeline, because that was always that supposed. Because the multiverse is a real thing.
But there's a sacred timeline to eliminate. They didn't want multiverse. They wanted one verse.
I think that's what they say. I think that's what they're saying. They want to be the truth, but even them saying the multiverse exists and that there was a war that happened just proves that my theory is right, because there was in fact a multiverse. I just think they're lying about destroying the multiverse and condensing it to one. True. I think that never happened.
Maybe they're trying to stop from more multiverses to happen.
Yeah.
Maybe there's only like 7. 7's always a number you see. So maybe there's only 7 verses and universes, and they're trying to keep it only 7. So every time a variant happens, they're like, you gotta cut it off.
Yeah.
See, maybe I'm just gonna say something stupid.
Tell me.
See, when you were talking about them, Silva being born and them being like, "Oh, take it down, got to restart it."
Why wouldn't they?
But that made me think of the question I asked last time, and I was like, "Well, they must have known World War II or all these disasters are going to happen. Why didn't they prevent them?" And you're like, "Because it was supposed to happen." Then Silva was supposed to happen.
Well, no, but they're chasing her because she's a variant, so she wasn't supposed to happen.
Then something happened down the line. Maybe she...
Well, see, but that's the thing.
Fuck.
See, Mobius's BS answer was that, because Loki questions, he said, so free will isn't a thing. And he said, no, not technically. Yeah. Like, free will exists because free will does exist.
He doesn't know anything.
So the timekeepers basically are just little shitbags, and they just choose what they want to work. You know what I mean?
They're not lizards, they're just bags of shit.
You ever go to a restaurant and, like, someone just, they're like, can I have a sandwich that's built a certain way, and then they just completely deconstruct it and put it back together. Like, I want a Whopper, and they're like, but take off the lettuce and the pickles and add honey mustard, and then that's what the timekeepers are. Fucking assholes. That's essentially what it is.
Picky ass people.
Yeah.
Nice. That's like ordering a meat lover's pizza, and you're like, get rid of the meat. I just want cheese pizza.
And they say, so do you want the $12 cheese pizza? I want the $17 meat pizza without the meat.
No tomato sauce, just cheese and bread.
That's
Please.
gonna be more expensive. Doesn't matter. Do it.
Oh my god, fuck those people.
I have nothing else to say about this episode.
Guys, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like. Hit the subscribe button and notification lets you know when we drop more Loki. Comment down below your thoughts on the reactions. Check the Patreon out to support the channel. We've lost our minds on this, so we can't wait for the next episode. We're gonna punch it. Bah!